Good morning, Julie.
Good morning, Deb.
So we thought we would do a little video this morning talking about what Julie has seen since she's come across the principles, what has changed for her, and what she's going to be up to now, because you're going to be doing way more of what you love. That's a brilliant start. I love that you're laughing, because one of the things, before we started this video, we just had a little bit of a chat, and you were talking about how much joy there is in your life now.
Yeah, that's made a big difference to just about every aspect of my life. But more importantly, I think for me, is I do what I love. I just live, and I love the way that I can allow life to just unfold now. I love that feeling in the morning that I don't have to control anything anymore. I was a bit like that analogy of the trainer in the cockpit of the training aeroplane, where he's holding onto the controls and it's starting to go wrong, but the plane is designed to right itself, so he has to actually let go of the controls in order for the plane to come out of its crashing whatever it is.
It's tailspin.
It's tailspin, that's the word. So that was a bit like me, very much like me. When I got up in the morning, I had to think of what I had to do to make things right. And my life was dictated by what I thought I ought to do, what was expected of me, by all sorts of different people. I worked in a job for 16 years, which I sort of quite liked, but I never loved it. And it was just something I had to do. I supported my husband through those years because he was always in and out of jobs, so I had to do, it was something I had to do. And I got rid of that husband, as you do sometimes. and my next husband,
current Mr. Weeks,
I chose very, very wisely, because he basically lets me do what I like. I wasn't used to that.
He lets you do what you
he lets me do.
I like that.
Well, this is how I viewed things, you see, because it was all about outside. Everything on the outside was dictating how I felt and what I did. And now I realise that's just not true. And it was actually at one of Deb's workshops, the Dare to Be You workshop. I distinctly remember that insight I had. And you were talking about, how we can stand in our power type of thing and be who we really wanted to be. And it suddenly hit me, and I cried. And I thought, oh my God, I can actually be who I want to be.
Yes,
I can actually be who I want to be, because it's all coming from in here.
Yeah, and
nothing on the outside of me dictates what I do. I thought, wow, that's amazing. That's amazing. So that sort of started because what I'd been trying to do was start. I've done a lot of holistic therapies because I had this rheumatoid arthritis and diagnosis, and I've done a lot of holistic therapies, like Reiki, EFT, and stuff like that. And I tried to start a business doing that because I love doing it. It made a difference to me. And I thought, wow, if I can get this out to people, it would be amazing. But things just kept knocking me back. Things on the outside
or your
kept
thoughts
knocking me back. And it was when I come across the principles that I realised it wasn't things at all. It was just the way I was thinking about those things. It was my perception of what people thought of me. Well, I can't possibly do that because they'll think I'm being big-headed or stuff like that. And I let that allow me to dictate what I was doing in my life. So since I come across the 3 principles and realised that, life is lived through me, I just love that phrase, that life is lived through us and that we're spiritual beings having this human experience. When I realised that, and that my thoughts can just come and go and I don't have to attach any meanings to them, I can really dare to be who I want to be.
And do you know what? You're one of the loveliest people I know when you just dare to be you. You're so funny. Like, I know we've kind of, that's felt a little bit serious. No, I think that's great. And I think, life is joyous, isn't it?
To me now, it is joyous. For the first time in my life, I'm 61 years of age, And for the first time, I actually feel joy. I remember going on a retreat, and we had to do a vision board, and put into the middle of the vision board what we most wanted out of life, and it was just JOY, joy. I didn't want anything else. I didn't want money. It was just to feel that joy. And now I feel it every day.
Well, it took us a few minutes to be able to get serious because we were just in hysterics. We're always joking around. We're always having fun, and this is it. Be you, be that joy in the world. Bring it to the world and have some fun.
Yeah. I know my husband doesn't know who he's married to anymore. he's quite a witty chap, and he used to turn everything into something funny. And he used to say, "Oh, for goodness' sake, be serious." And no, I'm not serious either. And he sort of looks at me and just say, "What's happened to her?" So he's noticed a big difference in me as well. And now I just feel like I can go out into the world and do whatever I want to do, and I don't have to even control that or feel that I've got to, I've got to do stuff. There's nothing to do. Because if you let life flow through you, it's done for you.
Yeah, it is.
And I don't have to take any notice of these thoughts that I'm not good enough, that people will laugh at me, and I'm not going to be able to succeed, because I just know, if things don't work out quite the way I've got them in the back of my head, then it just means I've got to move sideways and do something else, do it a different way. And
it's really, really great and really freeing when we realise that we don't have to listen to our thinking. If we don't want to, we don't ever have to listen to the limited thinking we have in our mind. And that's like the fun we have comes from not believing all the limited thoughts we have about ourselves. So
brilliant.
Thank you, Julie.
That's okay then. All right, is it?